Good evening, friends, followers and channel members. It's Sunday night, so finally, after 2 weeks off, we're back to continuing our iconic Journeys flight. You've still got time to grab yourself a beer, cup of tea, whatever takes your fancy, as we get ready to continue our journey down the I-95 Interstate. Oh wow, the fire truck seems to be causing more of a problem than help. He's just dissecting an aircraft there. Oh well, maybe that's how baby firefighting aircraft are born. So yeah, good evening everybody. Hello Chris, Flight Team 123, Simon, Pat, great to see you. Devinder, Joshua, good to see you as well. And Mr. Nuro, the Scottish Silk Wing, thank you so much for stopping by. Dark Fury, great to see you. I said Von McLean, you're trying to sort out the A320 weights and balance. I need to have a big look into this. I've not had a chance since the new update was dropped. Pilot Pack Talia and Christian Starmer as well. Right guys, so we are on the North Europe server, of course, for if anyone wants to join us. You are more than welcome. Which airport are we at? That is more difficult to answer. So we are departing today. We're continuing where we left off 3 weeks ago, which was in Richmond Airport. Now simply type in that into Google, or the Flight Radar app will not bring up this airport. This is essentially a field. It is obviously here in the simulator, but it hasn't even got an ICAO code, so try searching for it. It's not available. I don't know if it has an ICAO code in the simulator, but it certainly does not have one in the real world. So let me just bring you up Google Maps. What you can do, of course, is get yourself to Kilo Whiskey Sierra Tango, which is the closest airport I can find. You can see that right at the top, showing you. So if you want to get on there, then you can join us as we pass by. But we are, if I just zoom out a little bit, so you kind of get an idea where we are. There we are, there you can see Richmond. So we've just reached south of Providence. There you can see I-95 just there. And if I zoom in from here, so let's have a look. And keep going and going and going and going, and finally there it is, Richmond Airport. Now this really is just a little strip with some private aircraft on, and I don't know how old this this satellite imagery is, or how out of date the imagery is on the simulator. I think these numbers are I think the runway headings have changed significantly. I think it might even be 08, you know, departing that way, which as you can see there is 11. So we're going to obviously take off, and then given the wind, I think wind is 25 degrees, so wind being 25 degrees, technically I guess we should depart runway 11, but I don't think the winds are that strong, so as we're all parked here on the apron, then we can get out on runway 29. The idea then, straight out departure, we're flying VFR over all the way, so we'll pass over the Richmond and Meadowbrook Golf Course. We'll meet up with I-95 in the Hope Valley, and then down we go. We'll continue. So there's the plan, boys and girls. I hope that meets with everyone's approval. If not, tough. And I love these streams. They're so relaxed. We have a good chat, and yeah, we'll see what we do as we go. So then, I've got a few of you I can see starting to come in and meet us. But for those of you still loading in, get yourself up to the ICAO code airport at the top of the stream, and you'll be able to see that. So hope everyone is having a great weekend so far. Matthew, hello as well. You're logging on and flying with us tonight. Fantastic. Joshua Aviation and Ferran, good to see you as well. FB, good to see you too. Right, Well, let's get inside, shall we? A quick look outside says that there's a few of us all spawning in. Remember, we are low and slow, so the slower your aircraft, the better you'll have a flight with us, because we certainly won't be heading off quickly. I love the fact that they've actually got this little bit of... you can see the sort of parking ramp just there that you saw on the satellite imagery a couple of moments ago. So that's quite neat. Once again, showing how wonderful this simulator is for VFR. So, engine is coming alive. Has anybody else, I've noticed recently, has anybody else had issues either in the Cessna 152, the version without the glass cockpit, the old steam gauge version? I can't turn my radios on. They're just completely dead. I've tried all sorts, so I don't know if I've got something conflicting or what, but yeah, I can't turn the navigation radios on at all, which is slightly frustrating. Not that I fly it very often anyway. Pilot Pad, this is weird, you can't see anyone. Make sure you are make sure you're on the North Europe server. That's the main thing. So, fuel box is highly detailed. Let's go. So release the parking brake and we'll start to spin around. Am I to guess that this is meant to be a helicopter? What's that aircraft doing? Okay, guys, don't wait for me. If you're on the runway, scram. Let's go. So we'll depart runway 29. Seriously, what is that? Can you tell I've not currently got a helicopter in my community folder? Yeah, that looks rather weird. I could do this. We do have a EasyJet SimPilot livery for the Airbus H135. I could do that one day. Rickadak, do I use any kind of weather engine, especially for VATSIM? No. We're just on live weather in the default aircraft. Hyacinth, is that you in the heli in the heliplane? Nice. Oh, that looks like some kind of failed takeoff. Oh no! Who was that? Oh, get your flaps out. Maybe we should have used runway 11 for departure. Oh, they have got the... See, that's where I was confused. The ISAO code for Microsoft Flight Simulator is 08 right. Obviously the runway is not. The runway is 11 and the runway is 29. I don't even know if I've got all the lights on here, to be fair. I'm not really fussed. We're not here to do things correctly, are we? Oh, there we go. That'll do. Right, let's fly. Dr. Magic, was that you? What on earth was going on there? I'm saying that. I hope now I don't do something very similar. Oh. I might just have to clip that for the start of the video. You're penned in my trees all around though on this particular flight, aren't you? This particular runway. Let's get up in the air. Do you know what? It's windy. It is windy, but that's it. We're up and out of there. Simon Smith, multiplayer is fun, isn't it? It is when you see daft stuff like that. Oh, we need to get up and up. There is some terrain down here we need to avoid. Look at this weather though. The last Come on, come back. So guys, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if you can hear me or anything like that. I seem to have got a slight issue. So hopefully, I don't know if that's coming back or not. So if you guys can hear me and see me, let me know. At the moment, I've got a I've just got buffering. Maybe it's me. I can't see myself on the stream. So if that's working, okay. That's you guys can obviously hear me. That's good to know. If you can hear me, that's fine. As for as for seeing me, if you can see me as well. Vaughn, you says that you can see and hear me, as Christian says you can hear as well. Pilot Pat says you can hear. Well, hopefully, I'm not sure what's going on because the internet's fine. I'm still being flanked by a few of you, so that's great. Dark, you can hear and you can see the stream. How weird is that? How very strange is that? Well, very strange. Well, if you can see and hear me, then all good. Von McLean, you've still got the stream is starting. Oh, that's a little bit weird, isn't it? We won't be in Florida before you get in. No, we won't. Now, the strange thing is, of course, whilst I've been trying to sort that out, I'm also trying to work out where on earth I am. So let's have a quick look. Right, I think this is the Eagle Park Foxwoods Casino officers beneath us. Yeah, that's right. Nice little blue tinge to that building. So I don't know if anyone watching is... I think the connection's slowly coming back in. I'm slowly getting a excellent connection now coming. So I don't know if it's Streamlabs software or whether it's a YouTube issue, but internet is fine here, so hopefully I'm going to persist onwards. And, well, we had the most comical start to the stream. And hopefully things are coming back in with regards to the pictures and the sounds. So you'll have to let me know, because obviously I can't see the same thing that you guys are seeing. Flights in 1, 2, 3. You're going to do a flight from Heathrow to Aberdeen, a shuttle 18 Echo. See, I don't even know if you guys can hear me anymore, which is a little bit frustrating. What have we got down here coming up? A little bit of a sort of like, they look like outhouses, don't they? But they're not. They're actual buildings down there. We've got my dog's place, Haynes Electric, Emulsion Print House as well. I love the way the sun is just glistening off that. You can just hopefully see that on the wing. Drinny, you're saying you can hear me, and Vaughn, you can say you can hear us as well. Does that mean you can hear us, but the stream has yet to come back to life? How annoying is this? I don't know what's going on here, guys. Stream's still active. As for the video, is everyone just getting a sort of black pictures then at the minute? I'm guessing that's what you guys can see, which is very annoying. Also trying to fly VFR and work out where on earth we are, whilst trying to sort out the streaming issues is a bit of a pain. Devinda, you can see and hear. It depends. There is also a little bit of delay and lag, but that's normal. It just depends on how far behind you guys are watching. Do you think you're watching live? But are we really live? What on earth was that? If you guys can't see the what looked like a Ryanair that just whizzed by. Christian, you say you can see and hear. Is that up to date as well? So I hope so. If you are up to date, you'll have just seen an airliner zip by. Josh, you want to land on the I-95? I wouldn't recommend that. So guys, let me know then in the stream, can you see in front of me now the Mystic River? You should be able to see the Mystic River. If one of you tells me that you can see the Mystic River on the stream, I'll know that we're good. Oh, is the text still on? Still saying stream starting? Ah, Drinny, thanks for telling me about that. 1 second. Right, got rid of that. Hopefully that's fine. Vaughn, I'm flying towards a river. River check. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Von McLean. Appreciate that. And Christian. So we're good. It doesn't look like the stream's actually started at mine, which is incredibly frustrating and weird, but obviously all appears to be working. Right, well, now we've got over that little hiccup. Thank you to all you guys. LA kids, you can see the guy fishing on the bank. I'm not going to do a barrel roll, Christian. That's not going to end well for anybody. Trini, you can see the Microsoft loading screen, but you can't see the Mystic River. Right, well, let me just check. Have we passed over the Jewish War Veterans Memorial Highway sign? No, we're not there yet. We'll be there soon. In fact, I can see that coming up. Let me just gain a bit of altitude, actually. Treedwoman, how are you? Hope you're well. Pilot Pat, have you had a crash to desktop? Oh, never. Dr. Magic, the not seeing other players has been a bit of an issue, really, since Sim Update 5. Yeah. I've had that in VATSIM a couple of times as well. So, the Jewish War Veterans Memorial Highway is the name of the highway, or the name of the I-95, just here as we pass over Smith Lake and Groton Reservoir, that we can see literally just coming here. And if you look now just to the south of us, you will be able to see Groton New London Airport. Groton New London Airport, and there it is. Paul, sadly the Facebook stream and the Twitch stream has died of death, so we're persisting with YouTube, which I believe is still working nicely now. So we're good. We're good. Sounds like some comedy music in the background, doesn't it? Very, very strange. I don't mind. It's Sunday night. It's Sunday night, and that's all that matters. Fergus, you'd pay for someone to make the roads better colour for regions that you often fly over. I mean, what's wrong with the colours? They look pretty decent, do they not? The fact that all the cars are travelling the same direction, that probably isn't quite right. I mean, what's this guy doing down here? I mean, come on. The police need to be after him, right? There was a car going the wrong way just there. Right, so this is a huge little junction here. The area that we're flying over now is New London. Do you know what? I never knew there was a New London. We've obviously got New York, but this is New London. And then New London here comes over. Oh, I like this. This is New London. What's the name of this river, guys? What's the name of this river? Have a guess. As if you need any more clues. We're flying over New London. So, go on, tell me. The name of this river is... Without looking at Google. Without looking at Google. That's my job. You're right, Andy. It's not called the New Thames, but it is called the Thames River. Not the River Thames, but the Thames River. All the Americans have done it well, haven't they? And that little water mask that you can see just at the top of the screen there is Brandigi Lake, which I may not be pronouncing correctly. So I'm liking this. Very nice. We've got the Home Depot as well just coming up. That the Home Depot is... in fact, I just realised as well you guys can't actually see my mouse cursor, so if I'm trying to point things out, that's not going to be working for you. So 1 second. Yeah, so there's Home Depot just there. Note there isn't a New Grimsby or something. There could be. There could be, and if there is, we'll find it on this stream. Lovely. There's another Walmart Supercenter coming up. We like to count the amount of Walmarts and McDonald's that we pass when we're doing these streams. I always find that highly amusing. Phil Johnson, good evening, sir. Is the A320 not working today? Yeah, so Sunday nights we chill. We get out of the Airbus and fly some lovely VFR flights. There it is. There's the Walmart Supercenter beneath us, and Lowe's Home Improvement just next to it. Jake, is the new Big Ben a thing? I've no idea, but I like the sound of that. If it isn't, it should be. Dark, there's a Birmingham. Yeah, but is it a new Birmingham? It has to be new. At least they're respecting the fact that they are just copying English cities. So what we've got down here, we've got the Roadway Inn. So there's a little motel or something like that. And then we've got Banning Cove and the, I wanted to say Maniac River, I don't think that's right, the Niantic River. And then a nice sharp left turn coming up, and this brings in I-95, which is that interstate that goes up there. So the two meet together just here. Andy, this is the first time watching us live, really, so this is nice. So used to following the past and learning how to fly the Airbus. Oh, you're not going to get any pearls of wisdom from me on this stream, Andy. If you do have any questions, of course, I'll be happy to try and answer them for you. But don't ask me about this aircraft or America. That's got to be some sort of high school or fitness centre, hasn't it? Oh yeah, there you go. Look, it's the East Lyme High School. Every high school in America has a football field. Daryl, you actually work in a building overlooking Birmingham Airport. Oh, that's nice. How do you get any work done? I just sit in plain spot all day. Such is the person I am. So I've actually had a good day today. I don't know what you guys have been doing. I've had a great day today. Big shout out to my friend Dominic if he's watching this back at some point. But for the first time in a long time, I've been back in the air, in the real world, flying, getting my Cessna 152 on, and remembering just how difficult that thing is to fly compared to the automation of the Airbus. I just need to trim this aircraft a bit, I think. Let me just get back inside. So, 1 second, let me jump in. I just want to check the trim of this aircraft. 2,000 feet is a good altitude to hold. A nice VFR altitude. We're high enough to see stuff, we're high enough to enjoy ourselves, not too high, but also of course not too low. The great thing about flying down the I-95 of America is we shouldn't really be bashing into any sort of terrain. Look how flat it is, right on there on the horizon, all the way out. So that's quite neat. There we go. This is the spot view cam, David. So this is the spot view cam. Right, what are we just passing now? We're passing. I have no idea where this is. Another little village or hamlet that's coming up. York Correctional Institution. Oh, hello. Right. Yep. Yeah, okay. I see it. York Correctional Institution. There it is. By Bridge Lake. Flight 123. What is predictive wind shear system? What's wind shear? What's wind shear? Right, wind shear is basically where the winds change direction very, very quickly. That is a very, very loose answer. But wind shear is where the wind just spins around. You can have a headwind to a tailwind in a matter of just a few seconds. Very dangerous. Right, we're now on the I-95, which is renamed the Connecticut Turnpike, and also the Governor John Davis Lodge Turnpike. It's got two names, Connecticut Turnpike and the Governor John Davis Lodge Turnpike. Evidad, why did I say America when I'm flying above the United States? Because America is a continent. Actually, isn't it North America and South America if we want to get really picky? And I said it because I'm a humble Yorkshireman in England who doesn't care. To be honest, you all know where I meant. Christian's giving you a nice short answer just there. Yeah, short answer, when the wind turns the direction in a very short amount of time or a very short area. Right, here comes another high school. The Old Lyme High School. Oh, this is the old high school. We had the Lyme High School just up there, didn't we? Well, there we go. That's the Old Lyme High School. And the Connecticut River is coming up. You can see that. With Ferry Point Marsh Wildlife Area showing just here. Now, we've also got live traffic on as well, just to add to the proceedings. So I don't know if this is multiplayer or live traffic, but I like having live traffic on. It helps things out, doesn't it? Yeah, Andy, that's completely fair, isn't it? The Americans interchange England with the UK all the time. We all know what it means. We're not going to get hung up on stuff like that. Hello? Who was that? This doesn't look like a multiplayer aircraft. This looks like some guy who's doing some serious flying. looks kind of neat down there, lots of detail in that. I'm just so happy I can be on live weather. It's been a while since we've been on live weather. Ted's Bait and Tackle, showing a little building just down there. I mean, that looks quite nice, getting out on a little boat or something. What is that? Is that live traffic? I mean, it could be anything. I mean, it's flying very straight, isn't it? Very straight and level. It might not be. It could be VFR. So there's the train line that's running alongside. Oh, another Walmart. But it's not a superstore, so that doesn't count. Flight Sim 123, which runway will be variable in use when the winds are variable? Any runway you wish, my friend. Ordinarily, you check NOTAMs and see, or the 80s, of course. And you would check the charts, because a lot of airports have preferred runways. So just making sure we're not getting lost just here. We've got a senior high school down there. Of course we do, because there's another football field, which this simulator has loads of. Pilot Fest, good evening, sir. You like this stream, you like the others too. Yeah, this is a little bit more relaxed. If it's the first time you guys may be watching the stream, it's very different to what we normally do. I like this little S thing going on there with the on and off ramps. The Williams Sonoma outlet is just there. There's a big shopping centre. I like that. Still flying over the Connecticut Turnpike, as the I-95 is known. Oh, hello. There's a big circle on the ground there. What's that? That's strange. Thought that might be something... Oh, it's a helipad. It actually was a H. If you zoom in on Google, it's actually for the state police troops. So yeah, that is actually a helipad. The Westbrook Toyota garage is just down there, if anyone wants some fuel. And the Westbrook Hunt Club is now just to the right, down there. Bibliotech Institute and Clinton Nurseries. Oh, that's nice. Look how close we are now to the Atlantic. It is the Atlantic, isn't it? Yeah. Just checking it wasn't a river or something daft. But yeah, that is indeed the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, the weather's absolutely beautiful. Chris, you love the view. Yeah, I'm liking it too, and it's I'm loving doing this stream this time of day here in the UK. So local time here is 20 to 9 in the evening, but doing the stream down the I-95 in live weather means we obviously get a nice glint of the sun, and the weather is just stunning, isn't it? And look at that, you can see the I-95 all the way into the distance. Really nice and neat. Jake, the music is from Upbeat. So that's thanks to the channel members and all the donations that we get, that we're able to access licensed music for the streams. And sure you'll agree, it has enhanced this channel greatly since we launched it. So coming up just here, you're going to like this. This is the, if you can see this little building just here, it's the Nike factory store, the Adidas outlet. There's a kind of war of sports going on just there, isn't there? One of the things that again really gets me with this simulator is look at the shapes of the buildings, and I'm looking at that now on Google Maps. And that is absolutely spot on. The shapes of the buildings match perfectly. Hyacinth, it's kind of hard to fly a helicopter, but you got in lots of pictures. But are they pictures of trees where you've crashed? Trinidad, are we in Boston? No, Boston is long gone. That was in the last episode. We passed Boston. Pilefest, do I have Navigraph? Yes, I definitely use Navigraph all the time. Not for this stream of flight, but yes, we have Navigraph. So the I-95 Madison Service Plaza is coming up, and they do have a Tesla supercharger, according to Google Maps. I really like flying the helicopter for VFR flights, Hyacinth. I think it works really well. Andy, you're on the other coast. It's cloudy and drizzly here. You don't mean the English coast, do you? That sounds normal. Yeah, so here we go. This is the service plaza for I-95. Little baseball field as well, you can just see. The Madison Town campus. So that must be Madison Town. Very small. We're heading towards New York, Treadway. When we're just passing lots of little hamlets really at the minute. Have a look. The next place we're going to be passing, the next big sort of city, town, etc., is where is it? It's New Haven. New Haven is next. New Haven is next. So just working out where we are there. Looks like a little loop going on there. So there's a park and ride. Grove School will be coming up now on the left. Is that going to have a baseball stadium of some description? It's got a baseball ground, hasn't it? You can see the pitching field just there. Oh, hang on. That looks like a much bigger high school. The Walter C. Poulsen Middle School. All high schools are named after people in America, aren't they? Nick, do I use live weather METAR for the fly-by-wire? Yes, I do. Farron, is there a way to synchronize this in with Google Earth? Not that I'm aware of. So the East River, wow, that meanders more than the Amazon, doesn't it? Look at that. Indeed. That's almost a 90-degree bend for that river. Interesting. So in the distance, New Haven is coming up. That is a big old piece of green land there. What's that going to be? Do we reckon? Usually we find that these are very well done cemeteries in the simulator, and it's really, as I say, they're usually done really nicely. Just having a look now, I can't actually see that that waterland there, but yeah, that to me, I'd say that looks like a cemetery. Yes, it was Alderbrook Cemetery. Sorry, I was just trying to find that. That's what I was trying to see just there. And then what have we got? We've got something called the safety zone, which is this building you can see just here. And look at the rows of the trees that are all planted. Very nice. And the fresh market. I like the sound of that. We've not seen any major eateries on this tour so far. Nick T, I get all my flight sim add-ons from flightsim.to. Jim, you've had a crash to desktop. No, there's nothing more annoying than a crash to desktop. Particularly when it's almost impossible impossible to work out what is causing them. So we are now approaching. I was just having a look to see what this area was called. It's not actually coming up with a name. Just having a quick look. Well, either way, it's a little town. It's still the Governor John Davis Lodge Turnpike. I wonder how many names. I bet you could Google this. You can get on Wikipedia, I guess. And if you Google the I-95, I wonder how many different names the I-95 has all the way down. Dr. Magic, you need the safety zone after that takeoff. It was amazing to watch. It really was. Do you know what I haven't seen yet, guys? For those of you that have been following this stream since the very beginning, I haven't seen a McDonald's yet, which is very upsetting. That's some strange photogrammetry just there, isn't it? Look at that. That's very weird. That's well, that's very weird indeed. I'm not sure what's going on with the sort of ground textures. Just there. Oh, outdoor swimming pool. Is that what that is? Could be a baseball ground. Not baseball. Basketball ground, couldn't it actually? There is a little river which I can't seem to see. I can see Lake Saltonstall. Saltonstall, I think. Lake Saltonstall, just there. Another high school. Lots of high schools. Branford High School, for anyone that's following on Google Maps. There's Branford High School. Baseball and football just there. LA kids, many, many politicians, many, many names indeed. Matthew, surprisingly, is Burger King found on most highways. Yeah, I think over here in the UK, McDonald's is king, so to speak. I just think the resolution of the ground textures here looks very, very good. I love the fact that you can see the chevrons on the highways as well. I think I've said that before, but for those of you that have been playing the simulator a lot, like me, how many times you still look at something and are still having those wow moments? Oh, McDonald's! McDonald's is down there! I can see McDonald's! It's in the service area. The I-95 Bamford service area. But there is a McDonald's in there, so if anyone's hungry, you'll just have to touch down there. But yeah, how many people are still flying the sim and having those wow moments? Jayhog, how many times have you had to install Microsoft Flight Simulator? Wow. Right, well, for those new Aqua cars coming soon, this is the perfect road. So this is now, well, that's East Haven Academy that you can just see, and we're about to really enter the main area of New Haven. Oh look, here we go. Cityscape, New Haven coming up. Now I'm imagining there has to be some sort of airport knocking around here. But you know what? I'm just going to enjoy the views. I'm getting my mind off the eyes off the map for a little bit, and I think that looks amazing. Look at the factories right there on the seabed. That's really nice. I like that. And East Shore Park is what you can see, that little circular area. And lots of like gas. I presume they're like gas canisters, aren't they? Oh, this is really neatly done, guys. I really like this. I think this looks stunning. Maybe a slight issue with some bridge rendering there, but never mind. Now I just need to check we go the right way here. I don't want to go the wrong way. So we're literally making a hard left and following the road down. And look how close the I-95 comes to the Atlantic Ocean. This is the first time we've been this close. And we've got Tweed New Haven Airfield behind us. Ah, right, okay, well, I missed that one. Paul, you had a wow moment at how badly Dubai was textured and detailed the other day. I think I've only been to the Dubai in the simulator once. Look at the train yard. Do you know what? I've said this before. For VFR flight, I can't wait until some trains are included in the sim. Not that that's on Azobo's radar at the minute, but how cool would that be? FB says thanks for the streams, a lot of effort, make them enjoy it. Oh, FB, you're more than welcome, and I enjoy doing it because as much as I love the Airbus, and you all know that I love flying the Airbus and doing our realistic streams on that, just sometimes coming and appreciating just how good Microsoft Flight Simulator is in these sorts of streams. It's relaxing, it's Sunday night, and I can't think of a better way to spend a Sunday night, to be honest with you. Andy, yeah, there you are. Thank you. There's the airfield behind us. What did you say the name of that was, Andy? Tweed New Haven Airfield. That's it. Right, let's get back on track. I-95 all the way down there. And look at you guys on the server flying alongside us. That looks like a main train terminal as well, just there as well, doesn't there? So would that be West Haven train terminal, I think? Yeah, West Haven train terminal. And what do you know? Over here we have another Walmart, but it's not a superstore. They don't count. We only tick off the superstores. I mean, to say this isn't a photogrammetry area, you can't tell me that you're not impressed by the detail down there. I mean, that's just stunning. This is probably one of the best areas that I've seen that isn't, you know, a main area. GD, she already knows, mate. She already knows. Ooh, there's a steakhouse coming up. Where's that? I think just here. I think that's a steakhouse. Talia, you believe the line there might be the main northeast corridor line for Amtrak? Amtrak, there's a name I've not heard in a long time. Do Amtrak still work in the UK? They did years ago. Definitely did years ago. Milford Service Plaza is just there. Then I love the fact that they've got the lorries parked up as well. That's really rather neat. Hey, hello, where's the sun gone? Come back. Oh, I love that. 1 minute you're in the bright sunshine, and the next minute, there you go. No rain clouds today so far, so that's good. Right, this is a massive shopping centre. And we need to follow the I-95. Still the Governor John Davis Lodge Turnpike. There it is. There seems to be a blue landing target area. I don't know. It's a bit strange, isn't it? So we're now coming to, this is more Milford, I believe it is now. Matthew, Amtrak is slowly dying in the New England area of the US, so it seems. Yeah, well, they used to be here in the UK. I remember they definitely were, but they don't appear to be anymore. Oh, there's some flooding going on. Damn that global warming. Tell you just flew down by the rails and it has country tap. Wow. Okay. Nice. Well, this area of the USA seems to be really nicely rendered, and I'm enjoying this. So Bridgeport is our next main area. So I don't know if anyone's flying this along and checking for airports en route, but there has to be an airport around here. There must be. It's such a built-up area. Christian, thanks for stopping by, my friend. Have a good sleep, and we shall see you soon. Christian, I have to give you some bad news before you go. Sadly, there will be no Mileage Monday tomorrow. Hopefully, we may get a flight in at some point, but sadly, I've got a rather busy day, work-wise and personal-wise tomorrow, so there will be no Mileage Monday flight tomorrow, which always makes me sad. I wonder what the works are just there, because you can see those again. It is apparently NRG Energy. Right, so I can see an airport. If anyone wants to jump in, it is the Sikorsky Memorial Airport, the great helicopter inventor. Sikorsky Memorial Airport. So if anyone wants to join us, get yourself on the North server, and we're at Kilo Bravo Delta Romeo. Kilo Bravo Delta Romeo. Do you know what? I'm going to go and overfly it. Why not? We've not overflown an airport in this stream so far, so why not head down there and we'll have a look. It also gives time for anyone that is watching the stream who wants to come in and join us to do so. So we'll have a look and see what information we can get out of there. I don't know if it's a private airport or whether it has scheduled flights. It probably doesn't have scheduled flights. Then again, I could be wrong. Flight Radar 24 would reveal the answer to that. So I'm just going to hard bank left here, and then we'll go down. There it is. LA Kids 143, welcome to the First Officers Club, my friend. Thank you so much for your kind support. I do look forward then, LA Kids, to seeing you on future streams that we do. Of course, we do these ones on a Sunday night. For the rest of the time, this channel is dedicated to flying realistic flights in the Airbus A320. So, yeah, look forward to seeing you on board some of those as well. That is a huge control tower. Hello, look at that. That's weird. Is that actually there? What's that little sort of like... I can't see that in on Google Maps. That sort of rounded... I don't know what it was. Lots of ground vehicles knocking around. Lots of ground vehicles, but no airplanes. Who's touching down? Who's touching down on the left-hand side of the runway? Stu, of course, people can spawn wherever they want, mate. But if they want to know whereabouts we are, it's always handy to give them an ICAO code of an airport, isn't it? There's a VOR down there as well. And there's also a school bus graveyard by the looks of things. few of you popping down to refuel. All this ground traffic pulling the hairs out now, thinking, oh my god, where are all these people coming from? We only get 5 flights a day. Actually, to be fair, it looks like an airport much bigger than a small 5 flights a day thing. Right, well, we'd best carry on. We'd best get back over to the I-95. So, which runway are we heading out on? Yeah, okay, so we've just come over to runway, that's 24. We need to make a left. I always forget in small aircraft that when you're banking, you need to just pitch up slightly to compensate. Funnily enough, I made the same mistake today when I was flying in real life. I'm loving this playlist today. Really nice and happy and breezy. Pilot Pat, did you go and do a touch and go? Oh, nice. Andy, by the looks of it on Google, it's a municipal airport, has 4 flight schools attached to it. Ah, nice, I see. James Site 100 used to live on I-95. Oh, mate, whereabouts? It's 2,000 miles long. We're going to need a bit more information than that. Look at all the school buses. Yeah, I can see that right on the right on Google Maps as well. I know exactly where we are now. Steel Point Harbour, I believe this is called. Beautiful weather all the way. Just going to trim that aircraft out again. There we go, that's not bad. Right, another big sort of factory on the edge of the Atlantic down there. Look at that, how amazing does that look? Right by the baseball ground. Still the Governor John Davis Lodge Turnpike. I wonder how long that lasts for. Callum, is there any way you can find my specs? Call the Nightbot up. The Nightbot should help you out. I'll tell you what the specs of the PC are. I think they're also on the About page as well, if you did want to check that out. Rutter 2018, love flying in the USA. You've just done the West Coast. You've just done the West Coast. Oh, lovely. JB Site, how is the popping in of objects? They're still there. You'll see it even in this view, particularly. You will see it. It's not as bad as it was. Dark, thanks for calling that. France Aviation, no, there's no mesh. Just all default. The only scenery upgrades that I have are for specific airports and airfields and things. New York isn't far away, boys and girls. Right, I've just lost my place temporarily on the maps. I've lost my bearings while I was checking something else out. I'll work out where we are soon enough. Oh, hang on, there we go. I think I know where we are now. Oh yes. The things that stick out well in the simulator and on Google Maps all the football fields with the bright red running tracks around them. France Aviation, we are... Where are we? We're on the east coast of America. I-95. Just flying over the Norwalk River, as you can see directly beneath us, where the I-95 meets Road 7. If that makes any sense to you. I do for these streams as well. I turn the traffic up. I like to see the cars down below. I think it helps make it nice and realistic. Dreeny, no problem, my friend. We shall see you all very soon, I hope. So Stamford is the next sort of big area, I think, that we'll be flying towards. A little golf course as well down there. They pop up quite regularly on the stream. So you know what? As I am flying along here, I've got to be honest with you, I have lost my bearings completely. I have no idea where we are. I thought I knew, but then I think I called the wrong... I think I got caught out by a football track that was actually wrong. I thought it was what it was, and it wasn't. I think now... Are we flying now over the... I can't even read that. The Shayugtuk River? I think that might be where we are now. I'm just looking at the fact we've got the train line and the highway flying straight over that, complete with a couple of what look like water treatment plants. Oh yeah, I recognise the road markings now, so that's fine. The fact that you can get lost and then find out where you are again just by looking. Ah, there you go. Right, now you can see that. You can see that football field and running track around it. That's where I got confused. I thought we were passing this a while back. That's where I got confused. What you can see now, here's the Avalon East and the Ventus Global Network Solutions, whoever they are. Big shout out to them for letting us fly over them, giving them some advertising. And now we're coming up to the Norwalk River. And this, yeah, this is definitely where I got confused. This is where I-95 meets Road 7. Didn't think it looked very well done in the simulator. There was a good reason for that. I was nowhere near it. Oh, glad we know where we are now. And if we have a little look up here, there's Norwalk Hospital. Again, the hospital building done very, very well. Nice to see. It's a shame the simulator didn't come inbuilt with helipads. I mean, obviously, I don't know if this hospital actually has an helipad, but look at that. Look at the detail on that. Is that just a stock building? That's not handcrafted, is it? I mean, that's stunning. Alright, so we now start to bear down to the left. Still the Connecticut Turnpike. Winging it, we were crossing into the Costco Greenwich area. You could have been right. I'm back on track now. I know where we are. Stop and Shop, Dick's Sporting Goods, the Post Road Diner. So I wonder how far away New York is. We're obviously getting there. I don't know if we're going to make it to this in this episode, though. That's one of the things. Not sure if that is going to be doable. There's the Darren Service Plaza. Only at one side of the road, though, which is strange. Normally you get them at both sides. Well, you do in the UK at least. Right hand turn, follow that road around. The United States Postal Service building coming up as well, just on the right. Observador PT, hello, good to see you. Thanks for hopping on board the stream. Looks like quite a big train line coming up. In a moment. Some sort of goods yards down there, a few pylons as well. I tell you, yeah, we're not that far out from New York, are we? There you go, there's the service plaza on the other side of the highway. But Stamford is upon us, and again, there has to be an airport around here. It's another one of those large, what I'm going to call large small cities. Hugh Simpson, good morning, hope you're well. So this is the east side of Stamford coming up. But yeah, essentially we're flying straight through the centre of Stamford now. And again, great railway renderings just there. Just a shame there's no trains. Observe that this game's going to make you buy an Xbox. To be fair, if you're into very serious simulation and simming, then it's definitely better on PC. But if you're into this kind of flying, you know, low and slow, just enjoying the sights, the sceneries, the buildings, and the wonderful world as Omo have built, then Xbox is more than adequate. Rutter 2018, would I consider doing Route 66 like this? To be fair, it was one of the first ones I considered, but then I thought, Route 66, everybody does it, don't they? Everyone does Route 66, so let's be different. And I think as well, after we've done I-95, which is going to take us well into next year, given that we only do around 200 miles at a time, not even that sometimes, it's going to take us well into next year. The next one we do, where would be the next one we do, and should it be in America? Flight Sim 123, you've got an unwell passenger on Pack X, but you're continuing to Aberdeen, and let's see how it goes. That's alright if you're currently overflying Edinburgh, but if you're at Birmingham, they may want to help a little sooner than that. Coscob, you were quite right. This is where we're heading towards just now. Oh, the sim's frozen. Oh, there we go. How long does Route 66 take? No idea. Dr. Magic, we could do the M6. At least if you're going to do one in the UK, it's got to be something like the A1. At least that runs the full length north to south. Hugh, the North Coast, 500 in Scotland. I know a few people that have done that in real life. Not flown it, but have driven it. There's a preschool down there. Still called the Governor John Davis Lodge Turnpike. So who was Governor John Davis Lodge anyway? For anyone who is in the know. Andy, yeah, that's Birmingham, that's Stoke. And we're done. I tell you, we could just do the M25 and go in circles around London. You are remembering it quite rightly. I wonder how well it's done in the simulator though. Are the cars moving or are they stationary? Because if they're moving, then that's not accurate. So we really are on the coast now of that Atlantic. This flight all the way down really has had us on the coast, hasn't it? It's certainly the closest we've been for a while. Occasionally, further back, a few episodes ago, the I-95 was quite inland, actually. I think the nearest airport to us now is one called White Plains, Winchester County Airport. I have no idea where that is. And then after that, it's LaGuardia, or Teterboro. Well, that White Plains County Airport is it's a bit far out over to the west, isn't it? GD, yeah, I think it's going to be something like that. We've obviously followed a road. We don't have to follow roads all the way down, though, do we? Plenty of other things that we can follow. Roads, rivers, stuff like that. Pretty soon, we get a new name for this road. It becomes the New England Thruway. A little bit of landscaping there as it drops altitude. Good to see. Now, have a look in the distance. Have a look in the distance. What can we see? Start spreading the news, guys. Nice to see that on the horizon, actually. Really nice to see that on the horizon. Now, as I've been doing that, once again, I've lost my bearings completely. Where are we? We've come through Stamford, haven't we? Have we done Greenwich yet? The trees are slightly overgrown here. Tell you, all of us quickly jump onto VATSIM and give the New York area controllers a heart attack. How does it feel like flying this after compared to the 320? A hell of a lot more difficult, a lot more hands-on. France, how do I know where I am and what buildings are around me? I've got Google Maps, literally. I've got Google Maps open at the side of me. That's the only way I know. So is this Greenwich coming up first? Hugh, have we got an airport listed where we started and departed every episode? If you look at the names of the episodes, it does tell you. does tell you where they are. So we'll shortly be coming to the end of the stream, guys, but it would be quite nice, I must admit, if we can make it. We may end up just outside of New York. Once again, I'm scrolling through my Google Maps open at the side of me, try and work out where on earth we are, because I'm lost again. But I've got the 95 beneath me. Oh, hang on. Oh, I think I know where we are. Yeah, we've got Dogtopia of New Rochelle, just down there, whatever that is. That looks like one crazy highway. This has got to be is this a state line? We've got a toll booth there, cars flying through that. It's the New England Thruway Toll Road. And Rochelle Park is the area coming up. Big tall buildings just there. New Rochelle. "12 miles to LaGuardia." Right, so which airport should we pop for? Oh wow, that looks great. I like that. That's really neat. France Aviation photogrammetry is turned on, yeah, but remember, not all the world is yet compatible. So this is not a photogrammetry area, I don't believe. It's just so beautifully rendered. It's spot on. Really nice and neat. I'm just looking for a golf club on my left. Ah, there it is. There's the golf club I was looking for. I know where we are now. Now, I-95 bends round to the right, leaving the train line to go straight ahead. And there it is. You can see the clearing in the trees. The I-95 bends round. And as we start now to come through Eastchester. Gem, land on the Hudson. No thanks, I'd only do that in an Airbus. GD, the tower you live in doesn't appear. Never. How disappointing is that? Look. Guys, I'm actually really excited to see this. I'm really excited to see this. Just to see it appear, knowing that we've been flying this route now for, well, right up since the Canadian border, and to actually see it appearing in the distance. We know, of course, New York is there. Winging it, Teterboro would sound nice, and do you know, I've never been to Teterboro in the sim. We're now in the Bronx. Awesome. Do you know what we have done? I've taken a wrong turn. I'm no longer following the I-95. I'm no longer following the I-95. We've made a mistake. The I-95 went off west to cross the New York, New Jersey line, which was back over there. So we've kind of lost our way a little bit. I was that bowled over by the scenery that I got lost. Obviously we can see New York in the distance, but I am enjoying everything that I've got down here. Now, I don't know where the photogrammetry area of New York actually begins. I mean, this is looking completely super to me. But I am lost. I'm completely lost. I was enjoying the scenery far, far too much. If we head west, we should pick up the Hudson, I think. So, let me get back in the flight deck. Right, so I don't want to go north. Let's get in the flight deck a little bit. I could do with using some good old VORs. Not only have I lost the I-95 in the sim, I've actually lost it in Google Maps on my second screen. So we are literally winging it. Winging it. But I bet now we may start to see some real life traffic as we come towards New York. There's LaGuardia. There's Laguardia Airport. Scott, thank you very much for stopping by, my friend. So what do we reckon, chaps? Is LaGuardia the perfect place to pop down? I mean, what better area to stop? And we can see, I don't know if you saw that in the stream as well, just some buffering, and that is as we are coming into New York. But how stunning is this? Absolutely amazing. Okay guys, head for LaGuardia. This is where we shall be resting for the next week, where we can enjoy some time in New York City. And of course, if you look right into the distance, you're going to see hints of JFK. So I'm going to let you guys all come in and make your landings in LaGuardia, and then after which I'll touch down. Being a photogrammetry area as well, of course, everything here is rendered completely accurately. It was one of the first places in the simulator to be done. In fact, I think the simulator may even have been launched with New York done completely. And of course, there is the famous Hudson River. Famous, of course, now for being the only water runway the A320 has ever successfully landed on. Dark, exactly, yes. Watch out for birds. Have you guys all seen the film as well, Sully, with Tom Hanks, who is just my absolute favourite actor of all time? I love him in pretty much everything I've ever seen him in. Nick, can I land at LaGuardia without VAT? You can do anything if you're not on VAT sim. You can just do anything you want. You haven't got any rules to follow. Now, as I don't fly in America very often, I don't have any special scenery for LaGuardia, of course, so it's just default and basic, but that's okay. Dr. Magic, you've lost control. What airport? What aircraft are you flying, or are you in the chopper? Dark, the best quote from the Sully film. Can we get serious now? Yeah, what an awesome film. Right, guys, I need to jump into the flight deck, and we're going to plan a landing. Look at that view. That's stunning, isn't it? Microsoft Flight Simulator at its best. Dr. Magic, you lost the keyboard and mouse. Oh, what do you mean? Were they battery operated? We've had that happen before. Right, can I see LaGuardia back over me? Yeah, we're obviously a bit too high for that, so let's lose some altitude. We'll come back in and round. Now, I don't have VR, but this in VR must be phenomenal. There's JFK. We'll steer clear of JFK. Empire State Building. World Trade Center. I'll come round for a landing. Just losing some altitude at the minute. Dr. Magic, they were no longer recognised in the simulator. Oh dear. That's not good. Nicely chosen runway this to come and land on. Now I've got the sun behind me. Something else the simulator does well is the sun glare. So I'll get a few flaps out. I don't mind landing halfway down this runway. Shorter taxi to the apron. Feeling every tiny little bump though. Very bouncy. Very bouncy, but we're still maintaining 2 white, 2 red. All's looking fine. Doesn't look like there's much wind going on either, looking at that windsock. Having said that, that windsock seems to be malfunctioning. What's going on with the windsock? And touch that down. There we go. Beautiful. That's quite some nice atmospheric music as well to finish. Oh, and there we go. Runway vacated. Right, in terms of parking up, well, I don't think it's very often LaGuardia gets a little Diamond 20 aircraft come and touch down. But there we are. And is this the hover plane over the top of us? I'm going to have to get the helicopter in, aren't I, for next week, for if anyone decides to fly along in the helicopter. Right, I'm going to dump my aircraft here. And, ooh, it's gone off with the drone camera there. Oh, and here we go, that's it. We have made it to New York, all the way from the Canadian border, so that's obviously... this was series number 4, 4, sorry, series 1, but this was episode number 4, wasn't it? Yeah, so really enjoyed that, and really looking forward to the next one, where we will obviously take off, continue down I-95, but we will take in some of Manhattan as well. We can't come here and not go and buzz the Statue of Liberty, so that will be in the next episode that we do. So a huge thank you so much to each and every one of you that's flown alongside. A big thank you to new channel members as well, and those that have donated and contributed to the stream and the channel's upkeep. A big thank you as always to the EasyJet SimPilot channel members. Once again, sadly I have to remind you, there shall be no Mileage Monday tomorrow. Hopefully we will squeeze a short haul A320 flight in, another real ops flight, but sadly tomorrow I can't get a long haul Mileage Monday in. So apologies for that, but thank you so much guys for flying alongside us tonight. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Hopefully we can grab another we might be able to grab another stream in next Sunday to continue our iconic I-95 journeys. I do love doing these. It's a great way to spend a Sunday evening. Thanks very much guys. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Hope you've had a great weekend. Good night.